It's time to open up the Mistress of the Dark herself. It's Elvira. Hey guys, me your host Superstar. Thank you very much for tuning in. Look what I got. It's the Living Dead Dolls Elvira, Mistress of the Dark MEZCO Toys doll. That's a long title, isn't it? So these are the Living Dead Dolls by MEZCO. I'm a big fan of Living Dead Dolls. I don't collect all of them. I only get certain ones as I find certain characters render themselves to this line perfectly, and some do not. Like, I love The Crow. The Crow is one of my favourite movies of all time, especially around this time of year. However, I don't think the Crow Living Dead doll looks anything like the Crow. It just looks like a little gothic kid dressed up. Like, on my collection, I'm pointing up there, you guys can't see, but I have, like, Sam, and I think Sam from Trick or Treat, he renders himself very well in this form. And I've also got Freddy Krueger, and he's the talking one, because I think he looks good in that style as well. But some characters I don't think look good as a Living Dead doll. However, Elvira is definitely one of those characters that does look good in this kind of form, and it's the first Living Dead doll that they've ever done of Elvira. In fact, there isn't much in the way of Elvira merch going around, but obviously she's in her 40th year, and we are starting to see some new things arrive. NECA are doing the new action figure. We're also getting the Toonie Terrors version of her, and we're also getting some new pop vinyls, and I believe there is a Funko Soda coming out as well. So she's getting a bit of a resurgence right now, so I had to grab this doll. I got this from Mad About Horror, so thank you very much, Mad About Horror. I've managed to hook us up with this. I did pay for this on pre-order, and I'm very excited to finally get it. So let's open her up, guys, and take a closer look at Elvira. Growing up, Elvira was one of my favourite late-night horror hosts. I do remember that back in the day. We used to have Sky Television when I was a kid. And basically, on a night-time, Cartoon Network would change over to TNT. And they would play sometimes old... especially around this time of year, they would play old like horror stuff, and that's when we would find all these like old school horror hosts, and Elvira was one of them. And obviously, as I grew up in the 90s, the film, the Mistress of the Dark movie, was available on VHS and things like that, and it was one of those like cult classic films. You were able to get it at your local video store for cheap, so I saw that movie like 100 times as a kid. Wow, she looks awesome. Okay, so the knife is already attached. Just want to remove the... She does have a little bag around the bottom part of the doll, so let me just try and work out how to remove that. There we go, just pull. Okay. Oh, yes, there she is. She looks awesome. Got some more there, that one. Yeah, moved all the little plasticky bits. Oh, yes. Look how awesome this Living Dead doll is. She looks awesome. Really like how she looks in this style. Very pretty in the face as well. They've done a very good job at capturing that likeness. They've even gone ahead and given her the slit up the dress just like she has. They've given her sort of like a darker brown for the tights on the leggings and on the legs and stuff. And they even given her proper heels as well. Very awesome. So Living Dead dolls do have a little bit of articulation. Actually, the modern ones as well are getting even more articulation than the rest of them. So normally it used to be the head joint, but I can look, I think I can see, yeah, the neck joint actually moves on this one as well, which is nice. So you can actually pose her up, which is great. The hair on Living Dead dolls always does my head in, because it always comes loose like it has done already on this one. The hair doesn't stay put very well, let's put it that way. So you end up having to sort of like redo the hair a lot of the times, I find. But either way, very, very beautiful thing. And so, yeah, the head's on a ball joint, as you just saw. You can move her arms outwards and forwards, which is nice. There's no elbow hinges, and the hands are static. But you can move her arms up and down and out and stuff. There's no waist swivel on this one. But her legs do lift outwards a little bit, not too much. I don't think there's much of a hinge there. If I just have a quick look. Yeah, the legs are just static 5 POA legs, so they're just going to move forwards and backwards a little bit. Now, she has got marks on the legs and stuff like that, like scuffitures, which is annoying, because she did have a bag on the legs, but there is still, like, scuffitures and things on there. But it's hidden by the dress anyway, so it's not going to be a problem. Even if you do pose her with that slit sort of open a little bit, it's not going to show off much of the scuffitures, which is good. The only thing I don't like, they have given her, like, really chubby little hands, and I don't know why. Her hands look really, like, I don't know, puffy. I don't like that. Other than that, I think her knife, is that actually usable? Yeah, so the knife does actually come out as well from the dress, which is nice. Slot that back in so we don't lose it. But it's nice to know that is actually a thing that is removable. That's pretty cool. Yeah, beautiful doll. She's going in my collection, and she will be going up on the shelf. Because, yeah, she's definitely staying in my collection. Look how awesome that is. So, guys, let's head on down to the desk cam and take an up-close personal look at this Elvira doll. So let's head on down to the desk cam. Ooh, we need to adjust the camera for this one. She's a lot taller than the other figures we've been reviewing this week. There she is. So, guys, this is the Elvira Living Dead doll on the desk cam. Look how awesome she looks. This figure is so nice. It does capture the likeness of Elvira really well. And, yeah, I'm really impressed with this doll. I am also still looking to pick up the Morticia Addams, because I like the look of the Morticia doll, but I don't like the look of the Gomez one. And they come as a 2-pack. So I'm very tempted to buy the Morticia doll when she drops in price a little bit, hopefully. Is that a figure you'd like to see reviewed on the channel, guys? Let us know in the comments. But yeah, in her 40th year now, Elvira, the new 40th anniversary just came on Shudder here in the UK. I know it was live in America on Shudder TV. We don't have that here in the UK, sadly. But it is now on demand on the Shudder sort of Amazon channel that we can watch. And I'm very excited to watch it. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm very excited to watch it. Like I said, I grew up with Elvira thanks to the movies that she made, and also from the hosting the horror stuff. And she also appeared in a lot of magazines when I grew up, like Fangoria, Screamer magazine, things like that. And I used to read Fangoria quite often as a youngster. I was very much into my macabre, weird horror stuff. In fact, many of my favourite movies came from Halloween times, like your Hocus Pocus and stuff like that. I was always a big fan of Halloween, and I still am to this day. But this figure is very nice, like I say. I'm loving that face sculpt they've given it. It does look like Elvira a lot. I think they've done an absolute smashing job with that face sculpt. Right down to the makeup and stuff like that. The only thing, like I say, that I don't like about Living Dead dolls is the hair. I find that the hair does go frizzy so fast on these things that you just can't keep it in, you know, like a nice order. It just automatically just does this when you take it out of the packaging. So if you were to keep them in the box, you know, it'd probably look a lot better, but I like to unbox them. And the moment you take her out, her hair just goes frizzy. But still, looks very cool. Sometimes if you just take a scissor and just get rid of some of these loose ends, it works out a lot better. But I won't be doing that with this one because I like this doll too much. Looks too nice. So yeah, they have done a very good job with like the fringe and stuff like that, the hair pieces. All looks really good. So thank you very much to Mad About Horror for the pre-order on this one. That was the only place I found her for pre-order. I really struggle to find Living Dead dolls here in the UK for pre-order. Sometimes we get them on other sites, but they end up charging a lot more. Mad About Horror are a very reasonable company. I really do recommend using them. They're one of my favourite places to go right now for all my horror merch. I've got a lot of stuff on pre-order with them right now. Very much looking forward to the release of some of the Halloween merch. And I'm very much still thinking about getting those Haunted Mansion reaction figures as well, to go with my Haunted Mansion collection from Disney. But yes, I love the fact that even the dagger's removable and stuff like that. If I just show you again, I can just pull that. And there you see, she's even got the little dagger. She's cool. Just like in the film, slots in the front pouch on the dress, which is nice. Yeah, just overall, a really well detailed figure. But what are your thoughts on this one, guys? Let us know in the comments down below. Are you a fan of this doll? Please let us know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But let's head on back to the main cam and finish off this video. Guys, what are your thoughts on this doll? Let us know in the comments down below. If you did enjoy the review today, then please ensure you hit that like and subscribe button. Subscribing really supports us, it really helps us out and helps us to keep making awesome videos like this. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and until next time, may the Force be with you, and happy Halloween. Bye!